Chosen one, the moment has arrived, and yes, it's you. The revelation I'm about to share with you may be beyond what you expect. It may even take you by surprise. If you're watching this video now, know that it is no coincidence. The divine has led you to this moment because something extraordinary is unfolding in your life right now. You are undergoing a transformation, a shift from simply desiring to actively receiving. The things you've been yearning for, praying for, and hoping for are no longer distant dreams. They are moving rapidly toward you, preparing to manifest into your reality. This is more than just a change in mindset. It is a deep spiritual awakening and an energetic shift that you are now aligned with. As a chosen one, you will soon start to notice how everything falls into place in your life with breathtaking speed, events, opportunities, and people aligning to support your journey. But before this wave of blessings fully unfolds, it's important for you to understand how to embrace this transformation. By aligning with this powerful shift, you can step fully into the manifestation of your desires. But first, take a moment, pause this video, and do 3 things. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel so we can reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This number is not just a number. It is a powerful symbol that will amplify the energy of this video, sending a profound signal to the universe. And keep in mind, if you are truly one of the chosen ones, you will watch this video through to the end. Deep within, your spirit already knows this message is for you. If you're not ready to receive this truth, you might find yourself unable to finish the video. But for those who do, prepare for a transformation that will change your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. There were whispers, rumors, and voices behind your back, those ready to pounce at the first sign of vulnerability. They thought they had your story all figured out. They thought they knew your limits, your weaknesses, and your fate. They won't make it, they said. They're not strong enough. They'll fall. Every move you made was met with their scrutiny, and they waited for the moment when you would break. But they didn't understand the depth of your strength. What they failed to see was that you were built to endure far more than they could ever comprehend. Every obstacle they thought would be your downfall only served to fuel your resilience. Your determination didn't just shock them. It was the quiet, unwavering resolve with which you faced adversity that truly astonished them. They expected you to stumble, to falter, but you didn't. You kept pushing forward, step by step, with a laser-like focus that left them speechless. While they saw defeat, you saw growth. Where they saw failure, you saw a springboard for even greater success. Each time they thought you would fall, you found new strength, rising higher than before. It was as if you were born to overcome the very challenges they believed would break you. And as they waited, hoping to witness your collapse, they were met with a shocking reality. You were not only surviving, you were thriving. Your resilience became a reflection of their own insecurities. They had underestimated you, and now they had no choice but to watch as you soared higher than they ever imagined. Their hopes for your failure crumbled before the unshakable force of your spirit, and they could only watch in disbelief as you surpassed every expectation. From the very beginning, they made a critical mistake. They thought you were just another dreamer, just another face in the crowd, someone who didn't have the strength or the courage to succeed. They looked at you and misread your quiet demeanor as weakness. They waited, expecting you to slip, expecting you to show signs of weakness, but instead, in that very moment, you shattered their expectations. It's in those moments, when others think you will fall, that you find the greatest strength within you. You didn't need to announce your plans to the world or fight for attention. You didn't need to match their noise. Instead, you did something far more powerful. You focused on your path. Each step you took, no matter how small, showed them just how wrong they were. Every small victory became louder than their doubts. You didn't need anyone's approval. You only needed your own belief in yourself. And that belief proved to be the one thing that propelled you further than they ever imagined. They thought they knew you, but they couldn't see the fire burning inside you. They couldn't understand the depth of your resolve or the strength you carried within your heart. Their misjudgment of you became your greatest asset. Their doubt became the fuel that ignited your rise. What they believed would defeat, you only strengthened your foundation. And now, with each new success, you build upon that foundation. You were never meant to fit into the mold they had designed for you. You were destined to break free from the limitations they tried to impose on you. The world has a way of trying to box people in, of telling them who they should be and what they can achieve. But you, chosen one, were never meant to be confined by their narrow vision. From the very start, you were meant to break boundaries, to defy expectations, and to rise higher than anyone ever thought possible. You were born with a fire within you, destined to challenge every expectation, to prove to the world that you were capable of far more than anyone ever thought possible. Each time they told you that something was out of reach, you defied them. Every label they tried to place on you became a call to action, a challenge that you met with unwavering determination. While others saw obstacles as reasons to give up, you saw them as stepping stones on your path to greatness. Where they saw barriers, you saw opportunities waiting to be seized. You didn't simply meet expectations, you shattered them. And with each barrier you broke, you moved one step closer to becoming the person you were always meant to be. They were so sure of your limitations, so certain that you would never rise beyond the confines of their expectations. But that's the beauty of those destined for greatness. They don't play by the rules set by others. They create their own. You, my friend, were born to carve your own path, to break free from the shackles of the expectations that hold so many others back. You are living proof that the greatest triumphs come when you defy what the world believes you're capable of. For so long, they tried to control your every move, to dictate the course of your life, as if they had the power to shape you into what they thought you should be. They used their influence, their power, to keep you confined, locked into a mold of their making. But there came a moment when you realized that you could no longer live under their control. The desire for freedom grew too strong to ignore, and you broke free. It wasn't just about escaping the pressures of others. It was about releasing yourself from the chains that had bound your potential. No longer would you be held back by their expectations, their manipulation, their constant pressure. Their power over you had vanished. You found the courage to walk away from everything that was limiting you. And once you did, there was no looking back. In that moment, you discovered a part of yourself that had been hidden, an untapped power that could not be controlled, a part of you that was meant to soar to heights you never thought possible. Breaking free wasn't easy. It was a fight, but it was necessary. You fought to reclaim your identity, your independence, your future. And as you moved away from the grip of their control, you began to realize just how much stronger you were than they had ever allowed you to believe. Now, nothing could stand in your way, not even the memories of the control they once had over you. The odds may have been stacked against you from the very beginning. You didn't have the resources, the support, or the belief of those around you. Everything seemed to work against you, yet you found a way to rise above it all. It wasn't just about overcoming challenges. It was about proving that failure was never an option. The odds were never in your favor, but that never stopped you. You learned to turn every setback into fuel for your journey, each obstacle transforming into a powerful motivator. When they told you it was impossible, you found a way to make it possible. You didn't need the approval of the world to succeed. What you needed was the courage to keep going when everything seemed to be falling apart. And with that courage, you broke through barriers that others could only dream of. Rising against the odds was never about proving others wrong. It was about proving to yourself that you were capable of far more than you ever imagined. With every challenge you faced, you grew stronger. With every failure, you learned and adapted. The odds may have been against you, but they were never enough to stop you. Because you weren't just fighting to succeed, you were fighting to transform. You were fighting to rise above everything that once held you down, to become the best version of yourself. What sets you apart is the power that comes from within. It's not the accolades or the applause of others that drive you forward. It's the strength within you, the quiet, unshakable resolve that cannot be seen, but can always be felt. This inner strength is what keeps you moving when the world tries to stop you, when the impossible looms before you, and when failure seems inevitable. You didn't need anyone else to tell you that you were capable because, deep down, you always knew. You knew that true power doesn't come from the surface or the recognition from others. It comes from within, the heart, the soul, the unyielding belief that you can overcome any challenge. This strength is what fueled you to keep going when everyone else would have given up. It's what allowed you to rise time and time again, no matter how many times you fell. And this power? It's unstoppable. It doesn't fade with time or weaken with age. The more you tap into it, the stronger it becomes. It is the foundation upon which you've built everything you've achieved and everything you will continue to achieve. Your inner strength is your greatest ally, your most powerful resource. It's the one thing that no one can ever take from you. From the very beginning, they tried to limit you. They decided what you could do, how far you would go, and what your potential could be. But you weren't interested in their limits. You had your own vision, your own purpose, and with every step you took, you surpassed everything they thought was possible for you. And as you continue your journey, there's no telling how far you will go, because you are not bound by anyone's expectations, only by your own limitless potential. The journey was never about proving others wrong. It was about proving to yourself that you were capable of far more than anyone ever imagined. Every time someone told you to give up, you push yourself even harder. Every doubt they cast on your potential only fueled your desire to prove them wrong. With each triumph, you didn't just achieve personal success. You crafted something far more meaningful. You built a legacy, one that would transcend time and echo through generations. You were never destined to fit into the narrow expectations they had for you. You were destined to break free from those confines, to redefine what was possible, and to show the world that the only true limits are the ones we allow ourselves to believe in. As you stand at the pinnacle of your journey, you've surpassed every expectation that was ever placed upon you. Your story is a living testament to the immense power that comes from refusing to be defined by anyone but yourself. There's something almost otherworldly in the way you rise above adversity. It's not just your ability to overcome obstacles. It's the sheer resilience that pulses within you. While others crumble under pressure, you stand tall. When the world seems to fall apart, you find strength in its disarray. Your resilience has become something that doesn't just impact you. It ripples outward, shaking the very foundations of those who thought they could break you. Each challenge you face becomes another opportunity to display your unwavering determination, rattling everything in its wake. Where others see failure, you see a chance to grow. Where they see defeat, you see an opportunity for transformation. This relentless spirit, this refusal to give in, has become a force to be reckoned with. It's not just about surviving the storm, it's about flourishing in its midst. With every obstacle you overcome, you become more than just a survivor. You become a symbol of hope for others. Your rise is proof that no matter what life throws your way, you have the strength to rise again, stronger than before. Your resilience is a beacon for anyone who has ever felt like giving up, showing them that their own strength lies dormant, waiting to be awakened. There is a force behind your rise, an invisible energy that guides you when everything else seems lost. It is the strength that courses through you, unseen but undeniable. It propels you forward when others would have long since surrendered. This power cannot be measured or quantified. It is a divine energy that moves you toward your destiny. People see your achievements and wonder how you managed to accomplish so much. They try to analyze every step to figure out what makes you different. But they fail to understand the force that fuels your drive. It is the unwavering belief in your own purpose, the quiet but resolute conviction that you were born for greatness. This energy is unique to you. It is not something that can be replicated or borrowed. It is yours alone. It has been with you in your darkest hours, guiding you when everything seemed uncertain. When the world seemed to turn its back on you, this power was your light. It illuminated your path, showing you that, no matter how difficult the journey, you were never truly alone. This is the true source of your rise. This unshakable force will continue to carry you to heights beyond anything anyone could ever imagine. As you soared higher, those who once doubted you watched in stunned silence. They thought they had you figured out, that they had you cornered. But each time they believed they had you, you broke free and ascended even further. They couldn't understand how you could rise above it all. They couldn't comprehend the depth of your strength, your unyielding resolve, your resilience. So, they watched in awe as you soared higher with each passing moment. The more they tried to hold you down, the stronger you became. Every obstacle they threw your way only served to fuel your ascent. You didn't just rise. You soared, leaving them behind in your wake, climbing to heights they never imagined possible. And as you reached the top, you proved to them that you were never meant to stay in their shadows. They thought they could dictate your path, that they could control your destiny. But instead, they became mere bystanders to your rise. They could only watch in disbelief as you ascended beyond their reach, showing them that no matter how hard they tried, no one, no obstacle, could ever truly stop you from reaching your destiny. Behind every extraordinary journey lies a force, a guiding power that directs the soul in ways others may never understand. For you, that force is your inner belief, your unwavering faith in the path you are meant to walk. It is the quiet, yet powerful, whisper of destiny that calls you forward, even when the road ahead is uncertain. This force transcends logic and reason. It is a power beyond the physical world. While others search for answers externally, you have learned to trust what lies within. This is the true source of your strength, a silent, unbreakable presence that keeps you aligned with your higher purpose, ensuring that you remain true to the extraordinary path set before you. This unseen power that courses through you is not something tangible, not something that can be touched, seen, or measured by the senses. Yet, it is unmistakable. You can feel it in the deepest parts of your being, with every single step you take. It is the quiet determination that arises within you when you decide to move forward, even when the odds are stacked against you. It's the spark of inspiration that catches you off guard in the most unexpected moments, urging you to push past your limits. This power isn't just confined to your mind or your body. It flows through your spirit, an invisible force that strengthens you when doubt threatens to take hold, propelling you to go further than you ever imagined. It is a quiet yet unshakable confidence that whispers, "You can do this," even when the path ahead seems unclear. This guiding force is beyond the constraints of time or space. It is not something that is fleeting or temporary. It is eternal, always with you, just waiting to guide you toward the destiny that has been yours from the beginning. It exists not only in your thoughts, but in the very core of your being. Others may never fully comprehend it, and yet they can feel its presence. There is an energy that surrounds you, an aura of certainty that radiates from within, even when the world outside is filled with doubt and uncertainty. This unseen power has carried you through every storm, allowed you to rise above the noise and chaos that can overwhelm the world. It is the force that keeps you on your path, even when all logic and reason suggest you should turn back. And with this guiding energy at your side, there are no limits to the heights you can reach. Your purpose is clear, and no obstacle, no matter how daunting, can stand in your way. The hate that others have aimed at you, the jealousy they felt, and the contempt they expressed, what they never understood is that it only made you stronger. Every bitter word, every attempt to diminish your spirit, only served to fuel your journey in ways they could never fathom. They believed they could crush you with negativity, that they could tear you down with their harshness. But what they didn't realize is that their hate only forged you into something greater. Their attempts to harm you only provided the fuel for your rise. The fire they tried to ignite in your heart didn't burn you. It ignited your inner strength, pushing you forward when everything inside you screamed for rest. What they never understood is that their hate didn't break you. It built you into a warrior. Through all of this, you have learned a vital lesson. Hate only has power over you if you allow it. You could have chosen to let it tear you down, to let it define your journey, but instead, you made a conscious decision to use it as fuel. Every insult, every slight, became a reminder of the strength you possess, a reminder of why you could not stop now. Where others saw weakness, you saw opportunity. With every obstacle they threw in your path, you grew stronger, more determined to succeed. The hatred they aimed at you only sharpened your resolve, transforming you into someone who no longer feared the struggle, but embraced it. You no longer saw the challenge as something to avoid, but something to conquer. In the end, those who tried to diminish you were the ones who were hurt the most. The hate they directed at you was never a reflection of your worth. It was a reflection of their own insecurities. While they worked to break you, they unknowingly provided you with the strength to rise higher. You took their venom, turned it into energy, and channeled it into the pursuit of your dreams. Their hate never weakened you. It made you stronger. And with every passing day, you proved just how resilient you are. They underestimated you, and in doing so, they empowered you to reach even greater heights. There is a deeper, divine purpose to your life, one that transcends everything the world has to offer. It is a force far greater than anything you could have ever dreamed or imagined. This purpose is what keeps you going when all else seems uncertain. It is the reason you continue to push forward even when the road ahead is unclear and when the world around you may doubt your ability to persevere. This purpose is not just about your success or happiness. It's about something far greater, something that connects you to the universe in a way that nothing else can. This divine purpose has been within you since the moment you were born, woven into the very fabric of your being. It has been guiding you, shaping you, and preparing you for something extraordinary. You may not always have understood it, but with every step you take, the pieces begin to fall into place. Every triumph, every challenge has led you to this moment where you realize just how powerful your purpose is. This purpose is not merely a career, a title, or a goal. It is the very essence of who you are. It is the deep, unwavering belief that you are destined for something far beyond the ordinary. And as you continue to rise, this divine purpose will continue to illuminate your path. It is the light that guides you when the road ahead seems dark, the strength that sustains you when you feel like giving up. This purpose is not something that can ever be extinguished. It is eternal, and as long as you walk in alignment with it, there is nothing you cannot achieve. The divine has chosen you for greatness, and you will fulfill that purpose, no matter what obstacles may come your way. You were never meant for a life of mediocrity. From the moment you took your first breath, a greater destiny awaited you. You were not born just to exist, to live and die like everyone else. You were born to rise, to inspire, and to transform the world around you. And now, as you stand at the precipice of everything you have accomplished, it becomes crystal clear. Your journey was never meant to be ordinary. It was always destined for something extraordinary. The world may not have known it, but every step you took was leading you to this very moment. This moment where you understand that your purpose, your destiny, is something far greater than you ever imagined. The world may not have grasped your potential in the beginning. They may have questioned your worth, doubted your capabilities, and even tried to suppress your rise. But none of that mattered in the end. Deep down, you always knew that you were destined for something far greater. And now, as you stand at the precipice of what is yet to come, the magnitude of your purpose is no longer in question. You have been chosen, not by the narrow scope of society, but by a force far grander, one that transcends the visible and the tangible. Your destiny has been intricately woven into the very fabric of the universe, and nothing or no one can take it from you. This is merely the beginning. Your journey is not just a personal triumph. It is the beginning of a ripple effect that will echo through generations to come. Your story will become a beacon for others to rise above their circumstances, to challenge the obstacles they face, and to reach for the greatness that lies within them. You were always meant for something greater, something beyond the comprehension of those who sought to define your potential. And now, the world will witness the vast extent of your influence. Your journey is far from over. It has only just begun, and the heights you will reach are beyond imagination. The world may not have been prepared for your brilliance before, but the time has come for them to see, to witness firsthand the greatness that you were born to achieve. There is a pivotal moment in every person's life when they suddenly realize that they are capable of far more than they ever believed. For you, this moment was nothing short of transformative. It was as though a veil had been lifted from your eyes, and for the first time, you could clearly see the vastness of your potential. In that instant, you understood that you were never meant to be just another face in the crowd. You were a force to be reckoned with. The world had underestimated you, but deep within, you knew that your strength was limitless. That moment marked the start of a new chapter, a chapter where you not only embraced the power that had always resided within you, but also began to wield it with purpose and confidence. Everything changed in that pivotal moment. The doubts that once plagued you began to fade away, replaced by a newfound and unshakable confidence. You realized that you had been preparing for this moment your entire life, even though you hadn't fully recognized it before. Every struggle, every setback, every challenge had been silently shaping you, molding you into the person you were always meant to become. You were no longer simply surviving, you were thriving. The power that had always been within you began to surface, and you felt invincible. This newfound power was not just physical, it was mental, emotional, and spiritual. It was a profound understanding that you were not bound by the limitations others had tried to impose on you. You realized that your resilience wasn't just a reaction to hardship. It was an intrinsic part of your being. You were born to overcome. You were meant to rise, to break through, and to inspire others along the way. The moment you recognized your true power was the moment your entire life shifted, and you began to become the person you were always destined to be. As you moved forward, you understood that this power could not be taken from you. It could not be dimmed by external forces or the opinions of others. No matter what challenges arose, you would continue to rise because your strength was rooted deep within you. This was just the beginning, and with every step you took, you felt yourself becoming more powerful, more unstoppable. The moment you realized your true power marked the start of an ascent that would be unstoppable, one that would inspire all those who witnessed it. Your spirit, that unyielding force within, is your greatest asset. It has carried you through every trial, every challenge. While others may falter in the face of adversity, your spirit remains steadfast, unshaken by the struggles of life. When the world sought to pull you down, it was your spirit that lifted you. It is the unseen force that defines you, the part of you that fuels your determination, guides your choices, and pushes you to rise above every obstacle in your path. The strength of your spirit is something that cannot be easily understood by others. It is an energy that flows from deep within, an invisible force that manifests in everything you do. It is the quiet confidence that emanates from you when you walk into a room, the unwavering resolve in your eyes when the odds seem insurmountable. Your spirit is what keeps you going when your body and mind beg for rest. It is what allows you to rise, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. It is the source of your unbreakable will, the force that drives you to continue moving forward, no matter the challenges that lie ahead. The power of your spirit is what truly sets you apart, granting you a resilience that others can scarcely comprehend. Your spirit has been tested, tempered, and strengthened through the trials of life. Every challenge you have encountered, every obstacle you've fought through, has contributed to its unshakable strength. Surviving the storm is only part of the journey. The real triumph lies in learning to dance through the downpour, embracing the chaos with unwavering grace. You have weathered storms that would break most people, yet your spirit remains steadfast and unyielding. This indomitable spirit is what has shaped you into the person you are today. You carry a fire within you, a blaze that burns brighter and fiercer than any storm that attempts to extinguish it. This fire cannot be snuffed out by negativity or challenges that cross your path. Your spirit is the embodiment of your inner fortitude and the unwavering belief in your own strength. As you continue to rise, each hurdle you encounter will only serve to fortify that spirit even more. It's the foundation that keeps you grounded when the world around you shakes. It is the driving force behind every step of your journey, guiding you towards a future that is filled with boundless opportunities and infinite potential. Your spirit is unstoppable, an unyielding force that propels you forward, and nothing will ever have the power to diminish it. Every great journey has a pivotal moment, a time when everything shifts, when the tides of fate turn in your favor. For you, this moment was not a mere subtle change, but rather a complete transformation. You went from questioning your abilities to fully embracing the greatness that lies within you. You went from feeling lost and uncertain to discovering a clear sense of purpose and direction. This turning point was the moment when the pieces of your life began to fall into place. From that instant, everything was different, and there was no going back. You knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that you were destined for something far greater than you had ever imagined, and you could no longer deny it. It wasn't an easy transition. This moment didn't arrive without fear, doubt, and struggle. But despite it all, you made a conscious decision. You chose to no longer let doubt define who you were. You chose to stop allowing the limitations others imposed on you to hold you back. This was the moment when you took control of your own destiny. You made the powerful decision to rise above your circumstances, stronger, more determined, and more capable than ever before. That turning point was not just a decision, it was a profound revelation. You began to see the world through a radically different lens. What once seemed impossible now felt within reach. What others regarded as insurmountable obstacles were now seen as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. That moment marked the true beginning of your ascent. You realized that your potential was far greater than you had ever imagined, and nothing would stop you from achieving the heights you knew you were capable of. As you reflect on that moment now, you understand just how crucial it was to your journey. It wasn't simply a change in mindset. It was a total transformation in how you viewed yourself and the world around you. That turning point was the catalyst for everything that has followed, and it is the reason you continue to push forward today. It was the moment you chose to pursue greatness, and from that instant, there was no turning back. For so long, others tried to define who you were. They imposed their own limitations, telling you what you could and couldn't do based on their narrow and limited perceptions. They formed ideas about you, building assumptions around your potential, but with every step you took, you shattered these illusions. With each success, each forward movement, you proved them wrong at every turn, showing them that they had no true understanding of who you were. You were never what they expected you to be, and you certainly were not what they tried to mold you into. You were, and always have been, something far more powerful, far more capable. The illusions others had about you were not just wrong, they were restrictive. They tried to box you in, forcing you to conform to their standards, but you refused to be confined. You refused to allow their expectations to determine your value or your path. With every triumph, every victory, you destroyed the false narratives they had constructed around you. You became the living proof that their assumptions were nothing more than reflections of their own fears and limitations. As you tore down these illusions, you didn't just free yourself, you freed others. Those who once doubted their own potential began to see that if you could rise above the limitations others had placed on you, they too could rise above their own self-imposed boundaries. Your journey became a symbol of liberation, a beacon of hope and strength. You demonstrated to the world that we are not defined by the opinions of others, but by the unshakable power that resides within us. You showed that the only true limits are the ones we impose on ourselves, and that no one, no matter how hard they try, can ever define our worth or our future. As you continue to ascend, you break through the barriers of expectation, not just of your own, but of the world around you. Each step you take, each milestone you reach, serves as proof of the incredible power that comes from liberating yourself from the confines of society's narrow views. You are no longer bound by the limiting perceptions others once had of you. Instead, you have crafted your own reality, a reality in which the possibilities are boundless. With every achievement, you prove that there are no limits to what you can accomplish when you are true to yourself. At the very heart of all your accomplishments lies one undeniable truth: your unwavering belief in yourself. This belief is not just a passing thought or a temporary surge of confidence. It is a deep, unshakable force that has supported you through every hardship, every obstacle, and every challenge you have faced. Your belief in yourself is the bedrock upon which your success is built, and it has kept you grounded even when the world around you tried to push you off course. It is this belief that has allowed you to overcome difficulties that might have shattered others. And no matter what hurdles come your way, it will always remain solid and unyielding. What makes this belief so powerful is that it is not rooted in external validation. It is not dependent on the opinions of others or the approval of those who might doubt you. Rather, it is grounded in the profound understanding that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. It is the unwavering certainty that greatness is your destiny, and nothing can stand in your way. This belief has been your driving force, propelling you forward when the odds were stacked against you, when others doubted your ability, or when you felt the weight of the world on your shoulders. It is the force that has carried you through every storm, making you stronger and more resilient with each passing day. The beauty of this unshakable foundation is that it is not subject to external circumstances. Whether you experience triumph or failure, your belief in yourself remains steadfast. It is not influenced by the opinions of others or by the challenges life throws at you. Instead, with every experience, whether positive or negative, your belief grows stronger, becoming more resilient with time. This belief is your constant source of power, a force that never fades, no matter how tough the journey becomes. As you continue to build upon this foundation, you will only grow stronger, and your belief in yourself will continue to propel you forward. With every success, with every step you take toward the greatness that awaits you, your foundation will become even more unshakable. Your belief in yourself is your greatest asset, the strength that will carry you through until you reach the very end. While the world may have witnessed your struggles, there is a deeper truth. You were never truly alone. Beneath the surface, there was a hidden force, a quiet support system that was always there, lifting you up even when you couldn't see it. Whether this force took the form of divine guidance, the unwavering belief of a community that stood by you, or the immense strength within yourself, something greater than the eye can perceive was always working behind the scenes, pushing you to move forward. This invisible force was there in your darkest moments, whispering the words you needed to hear, telling you to keep going, to trust in the journey, and to believe in your own strength when everything seemed uncertain. The power of this unseen support lies in its subtlety. It is not loud or demanding, but its strength is unmatched. It manifests in ways that are beyond our understanding, often surfacing when we need it the most, especially in moments of crisis. There have been times when it felt as though all hope was lost, when the weight of the world seemed unbearable. Yet in those very moments, something within you shifted. You found the courage to take one more step, to keep pushing ahead. That moment of strength, that renewed sense of hope, came not from within your own limitations, but from the hidden support that was always there, ready to lift you up. What makes this support so extraordinary is that it does not seek recognition. It does not need to be acknowledged or celebrated. It exists quietly and steadfastly, always there, ready to guide you through the most difficult of times. It is in the moments when you feel most isolated, most vulnerable, that this hidden strength is at its peak. This support has been the unseen force that has allowed you to go beyond what you ever thought possible. Even when the path seemed impossible, this silent force remained unwavering, ensuring you always had the strength to continue. Now, as you continue on your journey, this invisible support remains a constant presence in your life. Even if you can't see it, it is always there, guiding you toward your highest potential. As you continue to grow, this support becomes increasingly tangible, emerging as a powerful force that propels you forward, strengthening your resolve. The more you tap into this unseen strength, the more powerful it becomes, carrying you through the toughest challenges and pushing you toward the greatness that you were always meant to achieve. In every journey, there are moments of difficulty, moments where it feels as if the obstacles are too great to overcome. Yet, you have mastered the art of transforming setbacks into stepping stones. What others might perceive as failures, you recognize as valuable opportunities for growth. Each challenge has been a lesson, a chance to refine your character, learn from your mistakes, and emerge stronger. You do not simply recover from adversity. You rise above it, equipped with the wisdom gained from every experience. Every setback has served not to defeat you, but to propel you toward becoming the person you were always destined to be. And with each lesson learned, you rise even higher. What distinguishes you from others is your remarkable ability to perceive the bigger picture. While many may become overwhelmed by the immediate pain or disappointment of a setback, you choose to see it not as an obstacle, but as a vital part of your journey toward greatness. You understand that setbacks are not definitive endings, but rather, they are mere detours guiding you to the next crucial phase of your personal growth. This ability to reframe challenges gives you the strength to face them with unwavering confidence. You recognize that each setback, no matter how difficult, is merely a stepping stone that brings you closer to the person you are destined to become. This process of transformation is not instantaneous. It requires time, patience, and a deep willingness to learn from the adversity that life presents. Yet, with each setback you face and overcome, you emerge stronger, more resilient, and more determined. Every challenge helps you grow, teaching you to adapt, innovate, and turn potential obstacles into opportunities to rise above your limitations. You understand the profound truth that setbacks are not failures, but essential components of your journey toward success. Every setback you face is merely another piece of the puzzle that shapes your ascent to greatness. As you continue to rise, your ability to turn setbacks into opportunities for growth will only increase. With each new challenge, you will uncover more about yourself, your strengths, and your capacity to overcome. These lessons will not only sharpen your skills, but will also deepen your understanding of your own resilience. As your confidence builds, so too will your determination to push forward, no matter what challenges lie ahead. Your journey is defined not by the setbacks you encounter, but by the way you transform them into triumphs. Each challenge, no matter how daunting, serves as a testament to your strength and fortitude. Over time, you will come to embrace challenges as opportunities for transformation rather than threats. Where others may see insurmountable obstacles, you will recognize them as essential parts of your personal growth. The hardest journeys often yield the greatest rewards, and you have learned that each challenge you face is a chance to prove not only your physical strength, but also your inner resolve and unshakable determination. You no longer shy away from difficulty. Instead, you meet it head-on with the understanding that overcoming these challenges will propel you toward greater success. Your mindset has shifted significantly. What once filled you with fear now excites you, for you know that these challenges are not meant to break you, but to help you grow into the person you are meant to become. No longer do you see adversity as something to fear, but as a test of your strength, character, and perseverance. These challenges are not barriers meant to hold you back. They are opportunities to showcase your potential and your will to succeed. You have learned that the most profound growth often comes from the most difficult experiences. With each new challenge, you are becoming better equipped, stronger, and more prepared for the next stage of your journey. This shift in perspective does not mean that the challenges you face are easy. They remain formidable and demanding. There will still be moments of doubt, times when the path ahead seems unclear and uncertain. However, what has changed is your response to these moments. Instead of succumbing to fear or hesitation, you have learned to trust in your ability to navigate through the unknown. You have faith in yourself, knowing that you can overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. This mindset shift is what enables you to face challenges with courage and determination, and to thrive despite the difficulties that arise. Each challenge you face is not a roadblock, but a crucial milestone in your journey. These tests are the very experiences that will shape you into the person you are destined to become. By embracing them with resilience and courage, you will continue to ascend to new heights, discovering strengths within yourself that you never knew existed. With every challenge you conquer, you are not merely surviving, you are thriving. You grow stronger and more capable with every step you take, each challenge revealing a deeper level of strength and potential within you. Your willpower, unwavering and unyielding, is what sets you apart from others. It is the force that drives you forward, even when others might falter or give up. It is not simply the strength to endure hardships, but the relentless belief that no matter what, you will achieve your goals. Your willpower is a formidable force, unstoppable and resolute. It is the driving force behind everything you do, propelling you forward when others might surrender. It is not something that can be easily explained or understood. It comes from a profound belief in yourself and in your ability to succeed. It is the inner determination to keep moving forward, even when the road is tough and the outcome uncertain. Your willpower enables you to face each challenge with unwavering resolve. It gives you the strength to push through when others would have given up. Time and time again, your willpower has been tested, and each time it has proven unshakable. When others doubted you, when the odds were stacked against you, it was your willpower that kept you going. It is the one constant that has propelled you forward, driving you toward success, no matter the difficulties you faced. Your willpower is a testament to your strength and belief in yourself. It is the foundation upon which your success is built, and it will continue to be the force that drives you forward, no matter what challenges arise in your future. There were moments when the road was difficult, when the challenges seemed too much to bear. Yet, despite all the obstacles, you refused to let anything stand in your way. Deep inside, you knew that your dreams were worth every ounce of effort, every drop of sweat, and every moment of sacrifice. Your willpower became the fuel that ignited your perseverance, keeping you moving forward even when the path ahead seemed unclear. This is the immense power of an unstoppable will. It is not one that falters or weakens in the face of adversity, but one that grows stronger with every challenge. Your inner strength transforms each setback into a stepping stone, propelling you further along the journey. As you continue to pursue your goals, your willpower will remain your greatest ally, always guiding you towards greater achievements. It is the driving force that pushes you to overcome even more formidable obstacles, to rise higher than you ever thought possible. The power of your will is what sustains you through the darkest days, ensuring that you never lose sight of your ultimate vision. It is a force that does not merely carry you through difficulties. It transforms you, molding you into a person capable of achieving things you once deemed impossible. The power of will is unmatched. It is the unstoppable force that propels you toward the life you are destined to live. While the world often defines success in terms of wealth, status, and public recognition, you have come to understand that success is far more than these superficial measures. For you, success has never been about fitting into someone else's mold or meeting the expectations set by society. Instead, you have redefined what success means on your own terms, with your own unique definition. To you, success is not about external validation. It is about personal growth, resilience, and the unwavering courage to pursue your purpose, regardless of how others may view you. It is the profound sense of satisfaction that comes from living in alignment with your true self, knowing that you are doing what feels right for you, not simply chasing after fleeting rewards that others value. This new understanding of success has liberated you from the pressures that so many others face. No longer do you feel the need to compare yourself to others or measure your worth against their accomplishments. Instead, you measure your success by the progress you've made, the personal growth you've experienced, and the hurdles you've overcome. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory for you. It's a testament to your unwavering determination, to your belief that success is a continuous journey, one that is deeply personal and uniquely yours. Redefining success has meant breaking free from the constraints of societal expectations. You no longer feel the need to prove your worth to anyone, for your success is defined solely by you. It is about living a life with purpose, crafting a reality that brings you fulfillment, and encouraging others to embark on their own journey of self-discovery and growth. This newfound freedom to define success on your own terms has allowed you to live authentically, unburdened by the fear of judgment or comparison. It has given you the courage to create the life you have always dreamed of, filled with passion, purpose, and joy. As you continue on your path, this new understanding of success will guide you every step of the way. It will help you stay grounded in your truth, even when external pressures try to sway you in a different direction. You will continue to redefine success, constantly evolving, growing, and living a life that is meaningful, purposeful, and deeply fulfilling. Your success is not determined by the standards of the world, but by your unwavering commitment to your own journey and the depth of your dedication to becoming the best version of yourself.